just got into our spot. We had a couple of stags going up here last night, but we were across the valley chasing another one, which, yeah, was a bit cagey, wouldn't let us get in close to. But anyway, we've come up here tonight. We've crept up into where we think he, well, a wee bit away from where we think he might have been, but about the right height. And we're just about to let out our first moan and see what happens. So, Aaron's on the gun tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty steep country.
She is steep.
If it's anything like last night, then you know, you got to get them in bloody close to be able to even see what it is, let alone take a shot. But that's the excitement of it. So yeah, we'll just do our best.
Yeah, there's actually two up here. There's one over the far side here as well. So we'll just see what happens. Just over here.
That was low. We're actually at the same level as him. I didn't think we'd be high enough, but he's
just over here.
Just over here.
That was a low grown too, so he might only be 100 metres away or less.
We've got the wind coming this way though, so slightly, so I might even tend to drop down a bit.
Oh, you reckon? Just got the shot. The only way we could do that is he was 20 metres away and he was letting out very low moans. He wasn't budging and we were a bit close, so I just stayed back, let out the odd little moo, just as an indicator really, and Aaron crept in. He just let out his last little moan and he must have seen him and so. Is that a kill? That's a stag down, so we're just about to have a look around the corner here, but yeah, that worked quite well. This guy was like responsive and very low moans only, and only if we triggered it, and long pauses between. So how long have we sidled? Like, we've been creeping in for a few hundred meters.
Fuck yeah, only a couple 100 meters, but it's taken a long time. We're moving 5 or 10 meters at a time, eh?
Yeah, as quiet as we can. Real steep, real shitty, well, beautiful bush, but just real steep terrain and real slow going. And yeah, the old one sit backs back at letting out the moans, and old mate creeping forward actually did the trick for once. That's the first time I've seen it done.
Yeah, it worked, yeah.
So
yeah, there's so many, I don't know, we went through about, you know, every combination we could think of what to do. But you just got to do something, eh? And that time it worked, so.
Yeah, we got to a standstill point where he wasn't coming and it was just nothing we could do. So it was either bash our way in, one creep him, one sit back, let out a hind call, all the variables. We talked it through the whole way and discussed the plan, and it's great when it comes together, right? We better go and have a look what you got.
Yeah, I'm wrapped, eh? Yep. It's one of the things I enjoy the most about hunting in the raw with your mate is you know, in tight bush like this especially, we had to work for this one, and you know, we'll get the antlers home. He's nowhere near the biggest stag in Fiordland, but he's a great character trophy, and for this area, he's quite good. I think he might have been up on the tops feeding at some point because he's a big body. But you know, when I look at that every time, I'll be able to remember the hunt, you know, the highs and the lows. Yep. But no, it couldn't have worked out any better. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but we just got that one right. Wrapped.
Nice, good effort.
Yep, and bloody good to do it with a good mate too, eh? You know, it makes it that much more enjoyable as well. So cheers for roaring him for me, bro. Yeah, hey guys. After a long day yesterday, we've made our way across country, stopped for a bit of a feed, and we're down in a pine block. We stayed the night here last night, and we had 4 or 5 stags roaring all around us. So that bodes well for today. But this pine block backs onto a bit of native, and yeah, early morning at the moment, but we're going to get up into the native, let out a few roars, and see if we can locate one. So last night they were sort of just roaring on their own. We gave a few roars, but they never really replied. They're just going on their own. Not well, they're just letting out the odd moan here and there. But that's our plan for today. We'll get into that native and see if we can rack one up.
Might be a little bit dark to see, but yeah, we've crept into the native now. Out there, it's taken me to one of his known wallows. Might be a bit hard to see, but it's well used. Good rubbing up on the tree here. We're gonna let out a wee moan and see what happens. Righto, so we've let out a few moans at the wallow here. Haven't heard anything yet. There's a big hill or a big range up the back here, so we're going to head to the toe of that, and we're thinking we might just zigzag our way along the toe of the hill and hunt the shit out of this native here. Oh, bloody good. Adam thought he heard a roar and stopped. I didn't hear it, and then we just waited for a couple of minutes. Did you roar? To crank him? Then yep. So Adam let out a roar, and then this guy responded really well, and he sounds pretty close. So that's the plan. It's exciting. It's about time. Yep. Oh well, that's the way sometimes. We ended up chasing the stag for 100 metres or a couple 100 metres or so, and every time it let out a moan, and then yeah, just gone quiet. That's the third wallow you found today. We're at the wallow height though, aren't we? Because it's just muddy trails and stuff everywhere. They'd start calling you Adam Waller. Yeah. Well, I live at the wallow, don't I?
Oh, that's true.
That mud there looks a bit fresher, unless the rain's just moistened it up.
Yep. Yeah, no.
There's a solid trail of it right through here, bro. The fuck? You reckon that's a stag or a person? Is that weird that it's a stag, I reckon? Would have got that on there.
I'm staying here roaring. Adam's been creeping in. He doesn't like it. Fingers crossed we're here soon. Old anime. He'll be sneaking in there. Just heard a shot. 2 shots. Oh man, I hope that's a stag down. Better go find him. Yay! I don't know if you can hear him, he's real excited. Hey! Woo! He said, you better come check this boy out. Oh, that's tense. Sounds like sounds like the stag might have landed in a wasp nest and Adam's up there getting stung. So I don't know if I want to go up.
On my back, and I thought they were flies, and I went over there and I was like, fucking bloody bees all over him, and then
Oh,
so I grabbed my kit and I boosted, but he's lying over there in a big hive with the bloody things.
shit, so you dropped him in a wasp nest. Congrats, bro.
Oh, cheer, brother. It worked out well.
Oh, finally.
Dude, so I was creeping up, and because he was letting out those big ones, I just didn't move until he, because it was all crown for him. And I was crashing through, and then I'd stop. And then on that last moment, I saw his antlers, dark as antlers moving through. And I was like, oh, and then I heard him crashing off. And I thought, oh no. And he came into me, man.
Oh.
He came around this tree and was like,
Ooh. Yes. Oh, that worked well. Were you making noise? Like?
no, I was trying not to. And then I was a bit unsure on that first shot, and he sort of ran right past me, and I just planted one, and it was in his stomach as he ran past, but he was bloody close.
Yeah.
And that had him stuffed.
And then a kill shot.
Yeah, and then when I got up closer, he was kicking around, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to end this man just in case.
Yeah. What do you reckon he is?
He's a big 10.
Is he?
He's got a little nubbly here that could make him 11, I think. But he's got good brows, good trays, 3 on top, long and dark.
Right, we've cut it up to go to the wasp nest.
Yeah, we're wasp ready, so this is mission extraction, is it? Is that what you say?
Yep.
Something like that.
We'll give it a go. See you soon. How many wasp nests were there, Adam?
2 bloody big nests. So where he dropped was right beside one, but I hadn't seen it initially. And I went around him to have a good look at him, and I stood on top of the first one, and they bit the crap out of me, so I run across here, and when we snuck back to drag him out, there was another one coming out of an old rotten stump. So we managed to sneak around him between the 2 of them, all covered up, dragged them out here, so we're well away from them now. And here we are, we can enjoy the moment. She's a ripper, bro.
It's awesome, man.
She's a cracker, well, he's a cracker. Good colour, good length, real character on the tops. Just missing the bay tines, but doesn't matter. Good darkness to the timber.
Nice.
Anyway, so but at the start of the roar, me and Aaron decided we're going to have a wee wager on who shoots the best head. So just a very fine bottle of port for the guy who shoots the biggest head, and I'm on the top of the table at the moment.
It's going to be very hard to beat.
Might be hard to beat, but we've still got a couple of weeks to go, so Righto, so after a big day out on the hills, bashing around the bush, we ended up with a little bit of excitement. We didn't see anything, but we had a couple sort of going and then quit when we got in close. One sort of crashed in without making a noise and then got our wind and boosted off, and found some really cool wallows and some nice spots, but today it wasn't to be the day. Not without trying.
Yeah, no, we gave it a good crack. Pushed as far as we could, and right at the last moment got onto that one, but I think he got our wind, so that's all good. Stags 5, Fiordland boys 2.
Yeah. No, we've got a nice set each, but we're just going to pack the camp up now and head back to the truck, and we're going to head home for a night and do some washing and re-gear and organise, check the weather forecast, pick the next spot and head bush. So we'll catch you on the next trip.